This guide is gonna including talents. It's gonna be including gear and maybe consumables. Let's put light here. Maybe I don't know. I guess like this is fine. Okay then. Again, it's gonna be pre-rate, best in slot, list, items, phase 1, phase 2, so I'm gonna include phase 2 because Dire Maul is coming out in like 2 days. So we are actually gonna include Dire Maul items, even though Dire Maul is not really huge upgrades in when it comes to melee DPS. But yeah, especially in classic, right? So we're also gonna talk about human ratios with or orc ratios, right? So yeah. Well, first things first, spec, right? The spec I'm using right now, it's completely fucked up because I misclicked. I was meant to put overpowering here, right? But we were having PvP and then I wasn't paying attention and I misclicked there. But anger management is usually the way to go. Because, I mean, it depends, right? If your rate is slow paced, then I guess it doesn't matter because every time you pull, you will not have rage. But if your rate is fast, anger management is really, really valuable. Because every time you get out of combat, you just lose less rage, right? Or while you're in combat, you gain rage passively. So it's pretty much 1 rage every 3 to 4 seconds. I don't remember now. But yeah, it's about that. Okay, so it's really, really useful anger management. So yeah, you pretty much choose improved heroic striking here. Well, let's go first on the main part of the Fury, right? You go 5 points on cruelty. There's no doubt on that. 5% crit. It's absolutely necessary, right? Unburdened Wrath. It just every time you do attacks, you're gonna get more rage. So you actually need that for PvE. Those other two, Booming Voice is nice, but it's whatever, right? You're always refreshing your battle shout yourself, so it's not a big deal. Demo shout, I don't care. We don't care about that at all. Improved battle shout, must have, unless, I mean, if you're the only warrior in your group, right? Your raid usually will have like 1 warrior, 1 rogue, 1 hunter in your group, right? You will have like 1 warrior, 1 rogue, 1 hunter, and then 2 other DPS, 2 other melee DPS. If those 2 melee DPS are 2 rogues, you need battle shout. If those 2 melee DPS, maybe it's 1 warrior, then you can like talk with him, like, I don't know, maybe pay him for you know, so he keeps battle shout, and you can just go improved cleave, right? Improved cleave is very nice, especially in Molten Core Black Wingler content. You're always cleaving most of the stuff, and just keep in mind that improved cleave is only upgrading your base damage on cleave, right? So not upgrading 120% damage in total, it's just upgrading your bonus damage on cleave, which is what is it, man? Cleave plus 50. So these, instead of like plus 50, you would do like plus 100 maybe, you know, 100, maybe 110 extra, like, you know. It's okay, like, I guess it's pretty much almost close to heroic strike, right? Like, your cleave would be almost like heroic strike damage, almost. Heroic strike would still do more damage on single target, but again, like cleave, it's hitting 2 targets, right? So it's very cool. So yeah, really depends on your composition, your group composition inside the raid. Keep in mind battle shout, through the tower, etc. It just applies to the group, not to the raid itself, like to the group you have inside the raid in classic, right? So I recommend using battle shout 5 out of 5 because you have the control when you add battle shout. What you cannot afford is to not have battle shout up. Okay, you always need to have battle shout up if you're doing PvE, no matter what. Battle shout, it's must. Okay, like 100%, 100 something out of 130. 241 attack power, okay? 241 attack power, especially with improved battle shout, which is huge, right? So you go from 200 something to 241. right there. 193 to 241, I believe, right? I don't remember exactly what's the value on battle, what's the number on battle shot, but I'm pretty sure it's 193, and then with improved battle shot you go 241. So yeah, keep that in mind. This part, I wouldn't change anything. Like, I mean, unless you're going 200 Fury, but we'll talk about this later, right? If this is for dual wielding spec, 200 Fury, dual wielding spec, you go with this. Like, with 200 Fury, you don't need that, right? You need execute for sure. Like, it's not only less cost on execute, it's like execute, the way execute works. If you, well, it's execute, so you have it all with macros. We'll go with macros later as well. Execute, every point of rage is 15 extra damage, right? So essentially your execute, if you are full rage, your execute will do 15 per 5, which is 75 extra damage, just from that talent, right? Plus you can execute more often, so it's cool. Especially in execute phase, it's called execute phase for a reason, right? You're most likely spamming execute, so it's really good. Enrage, you need that, not because of anything, but because it's a must for Flurry, and Flurry, you need Flurry no matter what in PvE, right? Death Wish, of course. Bloodthirst, yeah. What I usually do with Bloodthirst is I don't train extra ranks of Bloodthirst, because you don't really need self-healing, and self-healing also like makes a little bit of threat, so you're gonna need less threat with less rank of Bloodthirst, and it doesn't affect your damage, right? It's just 45% of your attack power, and the only thing that improves the ranks of Bloodthirst is the plus healing you get. Like, yeah, I restore 10 health now. If I was max rank Bloodthirst, I believe you restore 20 or 25, I don't remember that. So yeah, it's just like the health you gain back with Bloodthirst rank, so it's not really needed, right? Like compared to like Mortal Strike or like Shield Slam, you need to upgrade, every time you respec, you need to upgrade your talents, right? You need to train your talents again. You know, you go to a trainer and train Shield Slam or whatever. Anyways, back to arms again. We're taking improved heroic strike, must. You're gonna be heroic striking a lot. Fury, improved rend. You're not gonna use. You don't use rend. It's your Fury. You don't use rend. You don't use this talent at all. But you use deep wounds, and you especially use impale. Impale is a core value of a warrior. If your raid leader tells you do not go for deep wounds, do not go for impale, you tell them fuck you, okay, literally. Deep wounds is a low priority debuff, so it's not gonna knock out corruption, it's not gonna knock out curse of elements, it's not gonna knock out anything, okay? If something is gonna knock out your deep wounds, so just go with it. If you get your deep wounds proc into something and it keeps up, cool, more DPS. If you don't, you're still using this, okay? You're still using Impale. 20% extra crit damage is a must-have, okay? You're not gonna do damage at all if you don't have Impale. I mean, you're gonna do damage, but not as much as you would, right? Anger management, I mean, tactical mastery, I usually have that. It's very, very good, especially if you are low gear, you usually switch stances for overpower, right? So, tactical mastery is always good, because you switch stances to overpower, and then you switch stance back, like from berserk stance to battle, you overpower, then you switch back to berserk stance, and you can just have enough rage for building, right? It's really, really good. But again, keep in mind, like, min-maxing your rage, right? Don't go overpower when you have like more than 30 rage. It makes no sense, right? Like, just don't. Overpower is very, very specific use, right? Like when the boss or the target dodges, you have low amount of rage, then you can go overpower, yes. But it's not really, you're maybe gonna make like 5 overpowers per raid, not much. Like compared to Bloodthirst, compared to Whirlwind, you're not gonna use overpower at all. So I wouldn't recommend going improved overpower for that reason, unless you are 200 Fury, then yes, right? And then you just like put it on anger management, which I should have put, but again, like I was going to raid, we had PvP, and I put the talents like super quick, and I didn't pay attention. I missed on improved overpower, I missed on anger management. It's kind of whatever, but you know, I gain less rage. Anger management is passive rage generation. It's not only out of combat, just during combat as well, passive rage generation, and it can make a difference with it, whether you get the last execute or not, or you get one more bloodthirst or not, blah blah blah. So always nice to have. Okay, that's for the talents on like dual wield spec, right? What happens with 200 Fury? You shouldn't play 200 Fury on Alliance at all. 200 Fury, it's more like specific Horde spec, because it's mainly viable on Horde because of the Wind Fury, right? But on Alliance, it's just it's not really reliable, I guess, unless you have a BRE like on cliff fights, maybe, because you're not gonna apply all the armor debuffs instantly, so BRE could like has more value, right, on cliff fights. But again, like usually just go dual wield Fury, it's way better. Even as Horde, it's usually better sometimes. I guess when low gear, Horde is fine. Like pre-vesting slot, like I guess with a little bit of red gear, right, or like with an epic weapon, sure, go 200 Fury on Horde, but else, if you're Alliance, just don't even think about it, right? Not even like Destiny, whatever the weapon is called, I don't... it's an Auction House probably. This Destiny, I think, is like a sword that can like give you like 200 strength. I don't think it's even worth that item. I'm gonna explain why, right? Because yeah, look, this sword, like it's pretty much like an extra Crusader, right? So in paper it looks nice, but again, like it's very low attack speed. Your whirlwind is not gonna do much damage. Your auto attack is not gonna do much damage. Your crit is not gonna do much damage. Your regeneration is gonna be a little bit less, blah blah blah. So it's just right. Just go dual wield if you're Alliance, dual wield if you're Horde. If you have low gear or whatever, then I guess you can just go 200 on Horde, yeah. Or you have a very good weapon on Horde, just go 200 DPS, it's fine. On 200 DPS, the spec, what would we change? We'll do the same thing on all the talents, right? On Cruelty, yes. On Unbuilder Wrath, probably, most likely yes, right? Battle Shot, for sure. You would not use these points, these 5 points, you will not use them, right? Where would you use those 5 points, okay? So here you would not use those points. I mean, you need Execute, you need Enrage, you need Death Wish, you need blah blah blah. Slam, I'm pretty sure Slam resets your swing timer, so it's not as worth as it looks like. I'm not gonna go deep into the spec because I tried to play it on private servers, didn't work out, didn't do as much DPS as I wanted it to do, so I just like playing better, just doing hamstring spam than Slam, in my opinion. Okay then, again, Slam, I don't really recommend that. It doesn't reset your swing timer. Wait, it resets your swing timer, so that means that you're not constantly swinging. Like every time you finish Slam, you're not gonna do normal swing, so you're just pretty much dumping rage and not getting rage back at all, unless you're proccing with Furious Sword, right? So I don't recommend playing Slam unless they change it, then maybe. But for now, no Slam. And then yeah, we have 5 extra points we would use, right, on 200 Fury. So those 5 extra points, again, like you go 3 here, 3 here, 5 here, 1 here, 2 here. Improves overpower. Why? Because you're gonna switch to overpower, and 200 is very good, right? It's pretty much a guaranteed flurry prot. It's a crit. It's gonna do way more damage than 200, right? And then yeah, you need deep wounds, you need impale, and then the rest of the points you would put them on 200 spec. Okay, 200 spec. It also increases execute damage, bloodthirst damage, blah 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 blah. It's literally, yeah, it's like a mini DMF, you know, Dark Room Fair. It's like a mini buff, you know. It's flat damage increase. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. And 200, you need like the more, you know, if you can put points here, you just put them. Even like, especially when you got enough crit, right? When you got enough crit, you don't need this talent, and you just go full ham on this one, right? That's pretty much my choice on a 200 spec. Okay, that's pretty much the 2 viable specs for Fury. I could go a little bit on Fury tanking, maybe Fury tanking and protection as well. Since we are like talking about PvE standpoint, I guess it makes sense talking about protection and talking about Fury tanking. You're gonna go Fury tanking. My personal recommendation again, 5 points on here, 5 points on here. Battle shout for sure. Like probably cleave is better in this case, because especially when you're Fury tanking, you want 2 weapons that are fast speed, so you get way more value from cleave. You kind of have unlimited amount of rage, quote unquote unlimited, because sometimes you're just gonna need rage, right? But you have huge amount of rage when you're dual wield tanking, Fury tanking. So the ideal, you want like 2 low attack speed weapons, and improved cleave is really good. Improved cleave is really good, not for single target fights, but for multi-target fights. You can just make huge amount of threat with improved cleave, right? So I would put improved cleave. I would not even think about blood craze. Piercing howl is not needed until, I mean, if you're going Blackwing Lair suppression room, I guess you're using that. If you're going wall PvP, sometimes I guess you're using that. If you're going Nuts, you're using that. If you're doing AQ40, you're using that as well. But on a general note, you're not using that. Maybe you're using like 3-4 times per raid on those raids I mentioned. Like the Molten Core, you're not using that, right? So from a pure PvE standpoint, you're not using that. Improved battle shout, again, I would rather have a warrior, a DPS warrior in my like 3rd tank maybe, not like, you know, like just do not be spec into tank, just be spec into DPS. The 3rd tank, just be spec into DPS with improved battle shout, so he can just buff you, right? And you can just like put more talents on this. Blood Craze, you don't really notice the healing amount from Blood Craze, and it's actually bad because considering the buff capping stuff that's going on right now with classic like buff limits, etc., aura limits, call it whatever, you can just remove your own Sunflower by just proccing Blood Craze, so it's bad. It's absolutely bad, and the healing you get back is not worth, okay? You're not gonna get... You're probably gonna heal yourself for like 500 on the whole fight, so it's not worth. Execute, you don't really wanna put points on Execute at all. You probably wanna put points on Dual Wield, maybe. I mean, Execute's only worth for like Baelastra's fight, right? A super specific fight in Blackwing Lair, it's like full threat fight. Improved Execute as Dual Wield Fury tank is okay, but usually Dual Wield spec is way better. Same for Enrage, but Dual Wield, these points are like you can keep changing, right? Enrage, you need it because you're gonna get critted. You can just sit and like force the proc, right? Force the Enrage proc. You need to time it, but whatever, it's fine. Flurry, you need that 100%. It's 90% of your threat generation. It's gonna be thanks to this thing, right? It's a lot of threat generation, threat and rage generation is gonna be thanks to this talent. Death Wish, you need it absolutely. Bloodthirst, you also need it, right? Then that will be your part from you don't need Berserk Rage, you don't need Islam, you don't need Intercept, right? Then you would go to Protection. On Protection, you're always, even if you're dual wield tanking, sometimes you will have to keep a shield, right? So let's say bosses that enrage, AoE tanking, blah blah blah, right? You would have to keep a shield, so this talent is always useful, right? So you put 5 on this, you put 2 on this. Defense is kinda, it's only gimps you, like it only gimps you on Fury, right? It only makes you get crit less. When you're playing Fury tank, you want to get hit, right? So you don't want to play with defense, you just want to play, if something, you want to play with armor, because you want stuff to hit you, and yeah, then that's going to mitigate the damage a little bit, so that's good, right? Toughness is good. Iron Will, I don't really recommend, it's more like a PvP talent, so wouldn't go with this, right? So you just put 2 on this, 3 on this. Last stand, you need it for sure, like especially dual wield tanking, right? You're probably sometimes gonna get like hit so much, so you wanna have to lose last stand, like panic button, right? 1 point only on this, 2 points, 3 points, it only increases the duration. It doesn't increase the charges, right? So you get double shield block charges. Every time you block with a shield, you get more rage, like 1 rage every time you block, so it's good, right? So just 1 point in here. You don't wanna go improve revenge. You wanna go 5 points on Defiance. That's the must-have talent. You're gonna make million threat with that. You're never gonna lose threat unless somebody's using recklessness, something like that. This you need for sure that. And then again, like, depends on what do you prefer. I prefer damage, prefer dual wield spec, but some people like just has less points in here in dual wield spec, and they put it on Thunder Armor improved, for example, or improved taunt, right? Just play along with it. Improve taunt, improve Thunder, more armor, or more damage. It depends on what do you prefer. I prefer dual wield spec, and if something, improve taunt, okay? Because when you're playing dual wield tank, you're not gonna have this talent. You're not gonna have tactical mastery. This is not available when you're playing Fury tank. So pretty much every time if you're defensive stance, right, and you're tanking something, and that something resists your taunt and it goes loose, you cannot do mocking blow, okay? If you're gonna do mocking blow, you're gonna have to like go battle stance, right? Berserk Rage, it's called Berserk Rage, no, Blood Rage, then mocking blow, right? So your Blood Rage, you usually use Blood Rage before pull, so you usually don't have Blood Rage available when something resists taunt, and yeah, it's not reliable, right? So you would have to blow your AoE taunt or something, and that's the main thing, but you're not gonna use threat often, right? So it's not a huge deal. You're just losing the mocking blow. The mocking blow option is kinda hard to do as a dual wield Fury. Not hard, but you need to like time it, or time it with your main hand swing, or time it with your offhand swing, so you get enough rage to do mocking blow when you switch stances. And yeah. By the way, guys, right now I'm talking about the the pre-raid besting slot for warrior for PVE. So we're talking about DPS. We want to talk about tanking, and then I can respond to the stream other questions, right? Like when it's next raid, I'm gonna respond to this one, but after that I'm not gonna respond to anything else unless it's warrior questions. Next raid is Saturday, 19:30 p.m. Server time. So yeah, right now, like going by this time pretty much, right? Real time. Okay, that's right now it's 16:06 p.m. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for like Fury tanking spec. We're gonna go on the gear later, right? So don't worry about it. And then for Prot spec is usually not as a main tank. I mean, you can use it for main tank if you are like doing progression, right? If you're doing progression, you wanna play it safe. You think you're gonna take more damage, whatever. You're gonna be with a shield all the time. Sure, go protection, but it's usually protection is more like a second tank, third tank spec, and it's not even needed to be like. Yeah, it's more like just protection is mainly for the mocking blow. Like if you're going protection is mainly for the mocking blow, for saving the raid, AoE down, shield wall, this kind of stuff. Okay, it's more like the safeguard, you know. It's like the fasten belt of the raid, right? It's like the backup guy that is gonna save the raid if something resists, if the main tank dies, something goes loose, whatever. The protection tank is the one who's like meant to take it, right? On protection, what do you want? 5 on this, 2 on this. Again, like you don't want defense at all. Defense is one of the most useless stats right now on Classic. For now, from what we've seen, what we've tested in APES, and if been seen any stream, any hardcore player, we don't use protection at all. Okay. But again, like if you're main tanking for a POC, if you like wanna play it safe, etc., then yeah, go protection, right? Cool. Let's move on. So Blood Rage, through 2 here, 3 here. This is more like PvP talent, so it's whatever. 1 here, of course, 1 here, 5 here. This is only for dungeons. This is only exclusively for dungeons, so you don't really need it, right? Then you can play like with taunt, Thunder Armor, whatever. You're using both abilities, so both are fine, right? Just put whatever you want. In my opinion, probably better to use taunt. right? So you don't have to go Mocking Blow, but it's whatever. Like, this is like easier taunting, this is more threat generation, up to you, whatever you think you need for your raid, right? Again, like if you're doing a poke, etc., it's way safer to just like do taunt, or you're like doing casual raid, just do taunt. If you're doing more hardcore stuff, maybe some better armor, okay? Okay, shield wall, you want this talent. It's pretty much the whole point of going protection warrior is this talent. There's no other point right now. As for now, 2019, 11 October 2019 at 16:09 p.m. In Spain, there's no point on going protection if you're not gonna take this talent. Okay, that's the main point of having protection, is this talent, because it just makes the raid easier, right? Right now my shield wall, it's 10 seconds, right? This would pick it up to like 15, 16 seconds, I don't remember now, so it just, you know, it's just safer, right? So just, yeah, just take it if you're protection. Concussion blow, you take it, it's not gonna use it on raids at all, because nothing is stunnable. Maybe some mobs, but not like, maybe 5% of the mobs in the raids are stunnable, so I guess you can use it, but usually it's not. So yeah, it's really good though for stun locking targets down. It's really good, so I guess it's fine. This silence, it's really nice, but I don't think you have talent points for that, because you wanna go to arms, right? So you kinda skip these, you put talents on this, you put talents on this, and then when you just hit 31 talents in here, just go straight for arms. Arms, what do you want on arms? What? Improved rend for sure, deflection if you're taking so much damage, but I would go heroic strike if you're not taking as much damage, right? You want tactical mastery, you want anger management, always as a tank, as a Prot tank, whatever, it's the best to have. This spec is the best to have, especially anywhere, like in raids or in open world. You want anger management, it's just passive rage generation, out of combat regeneration. It's so good, okay? It's so good as a talent, it's huge, okay? Plus this tactical mastery allows me to just switch, do Mocking Blow, switch to Whirlwind, do whatever, right? Like charge NPC, Thunderclap, then go defensive stance, whatever, right? So anyways, you want deep wounds, not for anything, but because it's enabled to have impale, right? So you have impale it just increases your damage from your shield slam, heroic strike, cleave, whatever you're using, right? So you need this talent if you wanna play Prot, right? And then the rest of the talents, you're gonna put them here, right? Cruelty, just crit, it translates into more threat, so just go for it, man. It's probably one of the best accessible talents in the game right now. Like literally first row of talents being 5% crit is really good for warrior. Just try to not skip that one. Okay, anyway, that's pretty much for the talent spec. We went over dual wielding Fury, we went over 200 Fury, we went over Fury Tank, and we went over Prot, right? That's the 4 specs you wanna play in a raid stuff, raid environment. I'm not missing anything unless somebody invents something, which is most likely not gonna happen. Let's put better light, maybe. Which is most likely not gonna happen, so yeah. That's pretty much for the specs. Okay, for the gear, we're gonna go on the gear. First, we're gonna go. Always use item rack. It's add-on. It's very easy. Just go Curse Forge. Download it. Item rack. It's very good. It allows you to swap item sets. Like, I don't know, mounting gear, PvE gear, PvP gear, tanking sets, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna go on my PvE gear right now. First thing to take in consideration, I'm a gnome. So if you are not human or you're not orc, you need to buy Edge Masters, okay? In order to dual wield Fury PVE, you need Edge Masters. Right now is the weapon skill formula works like that. If you don't have Edge Masters, you're gonna have to, like, you're gonna need way more hit items, and it's actually not worth, okay? So Edge Masters, what's my price? Gehenna, see you 11 October 2019 at 13 p.m. it's probably 400, 500 gold right now, right? 500, 600 gold. You can afford it pretty much. If you're doing dungeon grind, you should be able to afford it, like just by bendoring weapons, bendoring stuff, you should be able to afford it. I will explain about the hit now, don't worry about it. So yeah, pretty much Edge Masters, I would say it's a must if you're not orc or human. If you're orc or human, then you can skip it. In fact, it's like you need to skip it because you're like just not gaining anything at all, okay? Let me find the fuck. I had a screenshot with the talent things. I mean, not the talents, in the hit penalties. I had the picture somewhere, man. Has a picture. There, it's not there, man. Maybe from no. Okay, so let's download this picture real quick and put it on stream, right? Because it's kind of relevant. I'm gonna I'm gonna take this little independent Catalonia independent flag Pepe, and we're gonna replace it by the little important thing that we care about, right? So yeah, attacking level 63. I'm gonna put it like, where can I put it? I guess here it's fine, right? You can see it properly. Maybe bigger, just in case, you know what, you can see it. So that's pretty much what you wanna aim for, right? Attacking a level 63 target, which is pretty much boss level or like trash level in Molten Core or any raid, pretty much. Like raids have like NPCs, mobs are not gonna be higher level than 63. There's no higher level than 63 NPC in the game. So 307 weapon skill, you're gonna have 5.8% miss chance, which pretty much means for main hand hit cap or for yellow attack hit cap, because sometimes I will miss my main hand somehow. Gonna be 5.8%. On dual wield, you don't really want to hit cap your dual wield because it's whatever. I'm gonna explain it later. Like heroic strike queuing heroic strike, queuing cleaves. It actually makes this is the patch notes, by the way, from Blizzard. Queuing heroic strikes, queuing cleave. It actually makes the offhand like have 100% hit chance or something like that. So as long as you're queuing heroic strikes or queuing cleaves, you're fine. Glancing penalty 7%. Crit cap, whatever, right? The difference that's with Edge Masters, right? The only difference I would take from this here, like it's pretty much the same miss chance if you're human and you have swords or maces, or if you're orc and you have axes, your miss chance would be 6.6. I think it's 6%, if not 6.1 or 5.9. I don't remember exactly, but you should be fine with 6% hit. You wanna be safe, you play with 7%, okay? So 6% hit or 6.1% hit miss, 6.1% miss chance, something like that. So just 7% hit if you're human, you should be fine. And on here, on the glancing penalty, you will get 15% glancing penalty on your glancing blows as human, as orc. So that's the only thing you lose, okay? But not wearing Edge Masters as human, as orc. So not much, pretty much, because in rage, you're most of the time you're heroic striking, you're doing yellow damage. The only white damage you're gonna be doing most likely it's offhand, right? So it's whatever. I think I kind of explained the orc, human, non-orc, non-human for everybody. Is that clear, more or less, right? I guess it is. Just let me know if something is wrong. But in theory, from what the conclusion we've reached from like playing Classic for, again, like 1 month and a half, we didn't miss any single raid. We did Wolfers with APES, right? So yeah, this is the conclusions we have with all the PvE theory crafting, etc. So pretty much Edge Masters, right? Edge Master or human or orc racial allows to just go for more crit, right? More crit, more attack power equals more damage, okay? That's pretty much the translation, okay? Let's go ahead or go on my gear, right? So right now I'm wearing, wait, I have a weak aura somewhere. If I buff myself with something, okay, these weak auras, perfect. I'm actually gonna move these weak auras somewhere here. If you have doubts about my weak auras, you can just always tune onto twitch.tv/Kadet15. Oh shit, I need to move them one by one. Well, I said moving them one by one then. Just go twitch.tv/Kadet15 and then just type exclamation WA, right? Exclamation WA like this, like I do it right now, like this, exclamation WA, and then you should see my weak hours profile. You can find it in there. It's called melee stats. Yeah, it just, you know, guarantee of what you can get from your melee stats, right? I could add more things like how many something. I don't remember what was there to add. There was something there to add, but it's whatever. Like maybe your attack speed or your. But I have other stuff for this. Like on my weak hours, I have my main hand here, my off hand here, so I don't really need to put like the melee stats in here. It's whatever. It's these weak hours. I don't know who made it. I think Scarf made it. I just edited it and like you just put it at my own, you know, at my own. For my own, pretty much, right? I don't need the weapon speed. I don't need some other stupid stuff. I will probably remove the buff cap as soon. I have the buff cap pretty much, so I know how many buff I have. If I'm gonna override my Sunflower, if I'm gonna override my Oni buff, because you know with this classic stuff going on with the buffs and the auras, it's sometimes you lose your Sunflower when you pop blood rage, dude. Like it is what it is, right? So, or the other day, for example, I got fear warded, and I just lost my Sunflower. Nice, 5% crit, gone. So, yeah, bad, very bad. Okay, let's go over the PvE gear, right? As you can see right now, my PvE gear, I got 7% hit, I got Edge Masters. I'm planning to get 6% hit, but I need an item to get that, right? I would like, for example, replace these from like Molten Core Bracers, or like, I don't know, to get... I'm pretty good geared. I could like change these for Mark of Ordering, I guess, but Onyxia Tooth Pendant is a lot of crit, so I don't really wanna miss it. Okay, so yeah, on the head I have Mask of the Unforgiven. Best team slot should be Lionheart Helm, right? You pretty much, I would gain 18 strength, which is huge, and 1% crit, which is also huge, right? Problem, my server only has Horde Crafters, and there is million auction house bot snipers, so essentially if I want a Lionheart I have to pay 2k gold right now. That's the lowest amount I could get it for, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait until I get a Lionheart on my faction. I have all the materials. I just gotta find the crafter. I'm gonna pay him, I guess, 100 gold or whatever he asks for, and I'm gonna get it, right? I have my 8 strength enchant ready, my bank ready to go, right? So yeah, I just need the crafter, right? It's just not dropping on Alliance somehow, unluckily, right? But yeah, again, it depends on the server. It's just Gehenna CU, unlucky. Yeah, there it is, my fire resistance, HP enchant, my strength enchant, just waiting for my Lionheart Helm to come, right? So yeah. Anyways, Mask of the Unforgiven, if you don't have that, then Lionheart Helm, and then when you have Lionheart, you're not gonna replace Lionheart at all for any reason, right? We're just gonna put there, I guess people understood this thing, so I'm just gonna remove that, right? Okay, then on the neck I have Onyxia Tooth Pendant. If you don't have that, it's pretty much from the, you know, from I mean, this one is Mask of the Unforgiven, Statcom Living or Undead. You always do that anyway, so it's like super easy to get. I'm not doing 100 HP. Yeah, I'm doing 100 HP for PvP, but again, this is a pure PvE gear, right? We're talking from a PvE standpoint. I made a guide for PvP like a few days ago. You can just go check it out on YouTube. It's on my stream. Wait, there it is. It's on the Twitch chat, the guide, so you can just go check it out there if you feel like. It's probably 1 hour guide. This one is probably also gonna be 1 hour guide, but I want to be stuff detailed, right? I wanna put detailed stuff so people doesn't miss out on anything, and everybody, doesn't matter how much experience you have on the game, you can understand it, and you can you can use it for yourself to get better at the game, to finish your trial in your guild, to like get up to a core rank in your guild, get good items, perform well, earn stuff, and own, man. It's everything is to own in the game, man. If you wanna own, you wanna do it good, right? And if you wanna do it good, you come watch me, and you're gonna do it good, man. Okay, so again, Onyxia pendant, that's from Onyxia. When you kill Onyxia, he drops a head, right? He, whatever, drops a head. When you pop the head, these items you get, but again, not everybody's gonna get that, or people's gonna get that, but gradually, right? It's one per raid, so yeah, it's kinda takes time to get. If you don't have that, you go get this neck, right? Mark of Ordering. How do you do that? It's called In Dreams, the In Dreams quest. So you go to Plaguelands. Hello, Mr. Map. Thank you. Okay, so you go Plaguelands, pretty much like around here. You see this little cave, Thunderoil River, whatever. I think the map. You can see the map, right? It's on here. It's pretty much gonna kill like couple bats, couple plague hounds, couple bugs, right? Then it's gonna send you to like Skolomans, maybe something like, I mean, not inside Skolomans, but outside Skolomans. Like here, you're gonna have to pick something, or like then you're gonna have to like pick something else like in here in Northdale. Then you're gonna have to pick something in the Undercroft, right? It's just like walking around the world with a mount. It takes like probably 2 hours to do, but it's worth. The neck is really good. And then after that, you just go. It sends you to Stratholme. You need to go to do Stratholme Live. So again, like to do In Dreams quest, you pretty much you're farming Mask of the Unforgiven, right? So automatically you're gonna get that, or you have chances on getting that. So yeah, you're just gonna essentially you're gonna farm Mask of the Unforgiven whether you want it or not, because you want PvP gear, PvE gear, and it's one of the first goals in Stratholme Living, so it's super easy. And then again, In Dreams, you just like go pick up the portrait. There's like a picture in the last boss before the Balnazar, right? There's a picture, just pick it there, click it there, and then go kill Balnazar, no problem. And Balnazar is not part of the quest, you just need the picture, right? When you finish the picture, it's gonna send you to the other Plaguelands, the Western Plaguelands, right? You're gonna have to transform yourself like around here. It's a gnome, it's gonna transform you into Scarlet Guy, and then you're gonna have like you're gonna infiltrate into Hearthland, right? Talk with the guy, talk with the Tyrion Fordring or some Fordring guy, I don't remember the name. Lord of the Scarlet Crusade, whatever, right? And he's gonna do a escort quest. I don't recommend doing it alone. Like some people could do it alone, but usually just do it with a team, right? Do it with a group. It's way more safe, right? Like any PvP, it's gonna fuck up your quest, 100%. It's a long escort quest, and any PvP, even going solo, is gonna fuck up your quest most likely. So you're gonna have to fight. Like it's gonna escort it from here to here, and it's a long escort. It's probably 10-minute escort. And again, any PvP, any undesirable situation, any mob pool, any whatever, it's gonna fuck up the quest. So just play it safe and play it good, play it with a team, and you will be fine, right? Do it on off hours with like 6 AM if you can, or like very long in the night, like 3 AM, 6 AM, or like very in the morning, like I don't know, 9 AM, 8 AM, right? On a working day if you can. Whenever you can get it, just do it, right? But don't do it in prime time, because it's always gonna be people there. So just go here, just you need to hold a boss, like you're not gonna kill it, just like don't die, just don't die, and you'll be fine until like the reinforcements come. When the reinforcements come, you got the quest done and you got your item. The quest gives you many choices, right, for items, but for melee or for warrior, that is, you can choose between this neck and other stuff like a healing ring, blah blah blah, but you want either this neck or the chest. The chest is defense, stamina is kind of poor. Like in my opinion, it's kind of poor. Even as a tank, I would pick that neck. Okay, even as a tank, I would pick that neck, because if you have ever 2 DPS, you would use that neck. Okay, there's way better tanking chests just on dungeons than the tank chest from the game, from that quest. Only exception, for example, Mythos, main tank, guildmaster from APES, right? We were doing the world first MC, world first Onyxia, and we didn't have time to go dungeons. he did that quest to like finish his leveling, so you just go pick up in dreams, get that chest. That was good, okay? That, again, that's an exceptional case. It's not, you know, everyone's case. So again, it's a world first case. It's a rushing. So pick up the chest if you're rushing it, if you're going for a world first, but I don't know when it's gonna be another Ragnarok's world first. Anyways, this neck, okay? Just get this neck, even if you're tank, get this neck. Okay, shoulders. There's many, I mean, no. Helm, you always want 2% hit on your helm, because no matter what, Lionheart helm is your best in slot, okay? No matter what, you're not gonna change from Lionheart helm at any point in the whole game. Lionheart helm, you're never gonna replace that, by the way. So I know Eye of Rend in UVRS, in paper it looks good, right? What it is? Dungeons and Raids, Upper Blackrock Spire, Rend, Black Hunt, good. This on paper looks good, 26 attack power, 2% crit. In paper it looks good, but again, you're gonna use, you need to get used to have 2% hit on the hand, no matter what, okay? So just, I mean, you can get that, you can press need, of course, just press need if it's an upgrade for you, but it's not an end game item, it's just like a previous gearing item that you're going to use to like just to get faster your previous, do more damage or whatever. Anyways, going on the shoulders, we got, right now I'm using 3 set Dragon Scale set, right? Because I'm using Edge Master, so I can just afford going more crit. I'm actually gonna go, yeah. So right now, unbuffed, I have 28%, 28.3% crit, right? This set is pretty much ultra min-max stuff. When we have, you have enough hit, you have Edge Masters, then you get this set, right? And then you owning, right? Because I not only get a huge load of attack power from this set, I also get 2% crit, 1% crit. So it's super good, right? But on a general note, especially for example orcs, humans, you would usually get this, okay? You would usually get True Strike Shoulders. Again, you're gonna be UVRS a lot, right? So again, True Strike Shoulders, first boss UVRS, about 10-15% drop chance. I can't really say. I did 253 runs for Chromatic Carapace. This little beauty right there, this chest, took me 253 runs. I saw about 30, okay? About 30 True Strike Shoulders. Up and down. I didn't count them, of course, but more or less. Like, there are some days I would get 0, there are some days I would get 5 in a row, okay? It's no... You call it RNG, but people say, oh, it's not dropping, it's dropping, okay? Usually like losing the roll, okay? One thing is dropping, the other thing is losing the roll, right? This chest, for example, Chromatic Carapace, it's just 253 runs, no drop, myself. And it's meant to be 3% drop, but it didn't drop, right? I saw 2 Fell Strikers, and a million shit before that. I saw 3 BOE epics, 2 Fell Strikers, a lot of stuff, right? But not the chest. I finally found the chest. Good. Anyways, it's a PvP chest, maybe fire resistance chest. I will go over it later. So yeah, for shoulders, Black Dragon Scale and True Strike, just, you know, check whatever you want. Enchant, you want fire resistance enchant, 5 fire resistance enchant from Argent Dawn. The Argent Dawn vendor guy is here. How do you get Argent Dawn reputation? You do Stadholm Living, Stadholm Undead, quests, and Scholomance, okay? These 4 things are mainly for reputation. You only need Revered for this. You also need Revered for PVE to get this food, right? This is food buff for raids. 10 strength food buff instantly, like I just click it, boom, I get the buff. I don't need to wait 10 seconds. Really good, especially when you're speed pulling, speed running, right? Very good. You don't need to wait pretty much, right? Like the stamina food buff, for example, you need to wait for it. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you kind of want the 5 fire resistance enchant. If you get exalted for some reason, then you will get 5 to everything. So it's better. I guess it's better. Like, technically, it's better because you could use it for other things, right? But again, it's 5 fire resistance is minimal. You're not gonna use DPS upgrade on shoulders enchants until Zoo Group patch where you get 30 attack power. So just keep with the 5 fire resistance enchant. It's good for Molten Core, good for Black Wingler, good for couple stuff, you know, for PVing, for the, you know, for like doing farming QBRS, farming whatever. It's also always good. There's a lot of dungeons have fire damage, so just go ahead, take it. By the way, on Helm you want 8 strength on Helm. There's no better enchant. Liberum of Voracity, it's about, I don't know how much it is right now. It kinda had to be early to buy it. If you're late to buy it right now, probably 70 gold, I don't know, I'm gonna check it now. But yeah, 8 strength, 8 agility I guess could be okay, but I'd rather get strength. Strength is the best stat. When you got hit cap and you got crit, not crit, you just go for strength, attack power, just do more damage on your Bloodthirst, like, because Bloodthirst just scales 50% of your attack power, it's just Bloodthirst damage, right? So yeah, it's kinda expensive, but you know, I cannot get Lionheart. There's no Lionheart available right now on Alliance. I'm gonna, whatever. I will get Lionheart eventually, okay? Like, when it drops the recipe on Alliance. Anyways, moving on. Cloak. There is no other choice. Cloak of the Black Baron, right? There's no other choice at all. So yeah. You want this one, Stratholm Undead. Yeah, you just like, you know, this here, Cloak of the Black Baron, Stratholm Undead. What else you can farm on Stratholm Undead? You can farm other PvP items as well, so you're never losing time really on Stratholm Undead. You can farm, I mean, I guess Death Grips if you want those. I don't really like those, but you know, some people like to use Disarmament Glove and Anti-Disarmament Glove, so I guess it could be considered a PvP item. This Cloak, PvP item, really good. Tank item as well, really good, right? You want it as a tank, you want it as a PvPer, you want this Cloak. So it's Stratholm Undead, rare boss. Kinda hard to find, but you can just chew man it with a Paladin or with a Priest Mind Vision. Fuck. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. And then what else you can get? Fire resistance gear. Some fire resistance gear drops in Stratholm Undead, like the, I mean, nature resistance gear as well, right? This crossbow, it's okay, I guess, if you have full hit, and you can use it for PvP. You can use it for like tanking. If you have enough hit, so most likely not the case in phase 1, but never know. Other stuff you could farm as well, like this axe. If you're orc, it's probably best in slot for dual wield tanking. Double of this dual wield tanking I would recommend every day. Dual wield tanking orc, this one is the one you wanna get, okay? People say, ooh, axe of the deep boots, ooh, flurry axe. No, you want this one, man. 2 double 1.7 attack speed axes. What's going on with my cam? I guess it's the illumination, it's a light or something. Like, it's very slow right now. I don't know what's going on. I guess I need a new cam. Or maybe something slowing down my PC. I'm gonna close some Google Chrome windows, I guess. Some Twitch app, I guess. Maybe take less stress on the PC, but whatever. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, dude. Like, look, this is my PC right now. I'm getting a new PC either tonight or tomorrow. Okay, so you will see. Way better graphics, way better quality. The camera is gonna be the same. I'm gonna buy a new one soon. Soon, I mean 1 week, 2 weeks. Whenever I get my paycheck from tennis, from work. Anyways, yeah, fire resistance gear. This one is very useful for PvP. It's pretty much counter spell, whatever. And then what else do you want? This tanking PvP as well. This AoE tanking, I guess. You don't really need that. It's a really good excuse to like press need and bender. So this wall PvP, AoE fights, AoE tanking as well. And then again, like Baron Rivender, you get the cloak, right? You want this cloak on Baron Rivender. That's what I got right now. 3 agility enchant, by the way. Don't put anything else. Just 3 agility, no armor, nothing. Even if you're tank, 3 agility, fuck armor, fuck 5 resistances. It's 3 agility, dude. And then yeah, you could get Bone Scraper if you're gonna go daggers. I guess double Bone Scraper is okay for dual wield tanking as Alliance or as Horde, like if you're not Orc, right? Double Bone Scraper is pretty okay as well. Yeah, you could get like what else? The pants, the like Fletch of Valor is good for PvP. Anyways, yeah, 7% hit on Fury. I kind of explained it earlier. Just like go a little bit back on the video, go a little bit back on the stream. You will find it. But essentially, okay, I'm just gonna put the picture, right, so you can see what's going on and why, right? On bottom right of my screen, you would see attacking level 63 target with BiS. Why I have 7% hit cap? Because bottom right of my screen, there you would see. Okay. Okay, then what else do we want? So yeah, Baron Cloak, there's no other alternative at all. Maybe BOE Cloak, 15 agility, something like that. But there's no really another alternative to this cloak as in for now, right? So just take it, okay? Just farm it and take it. It's gonna be annoying, but you're gonna need it, right? Especially if you're a warrior, you can just tank the dungeon and reserve it for yourself, so it's not huge a deal. It's more a problem for rogues. Chest, you want this chest best in slot for a big while, for until pretty much AQ40 chest, I would say. And AQ40 chest is not as good because again it's 1 hit 1 crit and not 2 crit, but it's 37 strength, so it's a big deal. But yeah, yeah, you're gonna use that for a while, if not till AQ40, till Nax. So just get the chest no matter what, okay? Just get it. Yeah, by the way, for tank, I would say Helm of Valor, Helm of Narv, Golem's Call Helm, I guess, anything. Just get any Helm with stamina, you don't need defense, right? 100 HP enchant, always good. For tank as well, neck, this neck, or the crit neck from UVRS. I will do tank later, okay? Okay, let's do Dual Wield Fury first. Dual Wield just Fury, okay? Fury in general. I will explain weapon if you wanna, 200 or whatever. Anyway, chest, Savage Gladiator Chain, took me 161 runs. If you come to my Steam and type, I don't know how it was, Savage Glad, yeah, exclamation Savage. Like, yeah, exclamation Savage Glad on my stream like this, right? Exclamation Savage Glad on my stream like this. You should see my reaction to it. 161 runs, such a long, big pain to farm. But again, it's RNG, people get it while leveling, so I just unlocked it. It only drops from the orc, BRD arena, you can chew money, just get a healer, just tell him, dude, you get the blues, I just get the chest, right? Or you get 3 blues, I get 2 blues, work it out with somebody, but it's kinda easy to find people are always up for this kind of stuff, so yeah, especially right now in this kind of phase 1, phase 2, yeah, you will find people for that. If you don't have this chest, what do you want? Okay, so you want BRD chest is 2% crit and 8 strength, so it's not bad. I don't even know where it dropped. It's probably the dwarf chest, right? The 7 dwarf chest of the 7. Yeah, this chest, it's okay, like it's pretty solid, right? But there's even better chest, Skolomens. Skolomens is also a really nice place to go farm, not full previous gear, but okay gear. Like you should be enough, like at least like join some packs. If you go Skolomens, you spam Skolomens, you get a full set of Calaveras, you get a full set of like Deathbone, whatever. You should at least be able to join packs with that. Skolomens, look, you see like these bosses, man. These bosses, they drop 5 set Calaveras. Calaveras is pretty much like straight attack power, and 5 set is not so bad because it gives you 2% hit, so I guess it's fine, right? Calaveras chest is very good as well, especially if you have enough crit. Calaveras chest would be arguably better, right? If I had enough crit, I would just go Calaveras chest, but again, like this is like huge. I would just put more attack power or something else. And then like again, like the mini bosses on Skolomens, like 6 mini bosses, right? 6 mini bosses. Every mini boss you kill, it's just gonna drop one thing no matter what, so just do it, man. Just do it, just spam it. Again, like especially I recommend when you hit like level 57, 58, just level to 60 in Skolomens, dude. Like you're gonna get full gear, you're gonna get full set in Skolomens. Like you're gonna get besides trinkets, right? You're gonna get main hands, you're gonna get off hands, you're gonna get shields, you're gonna get armor, you're gonna get plate tank items. You're gonna get weapons, you're gonna get, 200 weapon, You're gonna get tanking gear, you're gonna get basic DPS gear, so you're gonna be good. You're actually gonna be very good with it. So I really recommend spamming Scholomance. There's always people needing Scholomance. Priests, I mean healers, any mana user needs Scholomance to make Dark Rune, so it's always gonna be people out for Scholomance, right? No matter what's their gear, they're always gonna be out for Scholomance, so it's good. I don't know what's up with my camp today, man. It was very good earlier, like when I was like eating and stuff. Right now it's kind of bad. So yeah, Calaveros chest is a very good alternative, and then Tombstone on the last boss. Tombstone breastplate, it's an upgrade from the bearded chest. It's like 2 more strength, 2 more stamina, but you're not being mail, you're leather. It's whatever. Kind of phase 1, phase 2 DPS warrior has like sometimes a lot of leather, a lot of mail, so it's, you know, just deal with it. The problem is when you pull aggro, then you're almost dead because you have HP. I have 3.4k HP right now, 3.5k HP. Kinda squishy, you know, but it is what it is. Anyways, going on to the bracers, Battle Bombard bracers, UBRS. Again, you're gonna be doing UBRS a lot for your items. Half of the items from this list are UBRS, right? Arguably this is also UBRS because Black Dragon Scales, you can skin it from UBRS, right? So if you going UBRS, you're gonna be skinning this, you're gonna be farming your own Black Dragon Scale set, essentially, right? Or at least making gold with Black Dragon Scales. So yeah. What else we have? I'm not reading Whispers right now. Battle Bombard braces, you kind of want 2 pairs of those. 1 pair for strength, 1 other pair for stamina, right? It's really good, like 1 hit, 1 crit is super beautiful stats. Kinda hard to replace, but you know, it's really, really good. Like I see people going Nax Ramas with these braces. I'm not kidding. I see people going Nax Ramas with these braces. We're gonna go on weapons later. On the hands, if you're not human, you're not orc, you're putting... Oh yeah, by the way, enchant, yeah, again, 9 strength, 9 stamina. On chest, we're putting 4 stats. If you're poor, you're putting 3 stats. What happens if you put 3 stats? I mean, you just put 4 stats on best in slot chest, right? If you're getting a shit chest, you don't put 4 stats on it. But when you got good chest, you put 4 stats. It's expensive, but it's also the mark of quality, right? When people inspect you and they see 4 stats, they know you're a player that knows how to play the game, that dedicates himself to the game, etc, etc. So if you're applying to a guild, one of the first things a guild master or a good guild master or a good officer would look onto your gear, right, when you're doing the apply, is what enchant you have on your chest. So you have 4 stats, it's a big plus. It's actually a big plus for you having 4 stats. If you're applying to a guild or trying to make it like pass a trial, pass to member into a core, right? 4 stats is the way to go. Unless you're doing for PvP, tanking, then I guess, I mean, 4 stats is still solid, but I prefer 100 HP just by the fact that 4 stats is not gonna make the difference between dying or not, and 100 HP could do it. Okay, so that's my personal choice. So other people say, oh no, you should go 4 stats. Again, it's my personal choice. 4 stats would just mean like what? For me, it's less stamina, and it's maybe less crit, but again, it's less stamina, so it could make difference, and I don't want, you know, don't want problems to happen, so I just 100 HP, no complications. Okay, again, gloves, edge masters. If you're not human, you're not orc, you need to use those. If you're human, you're orc, you're not gonna get much penalty from not using those anyway, so you're gonna be pretty much hit capped. And like if we going here in the bottom, right, like there, no, there in the bottom, you're gonna see the hit penalties. Pretty much the difference is pretty much the same for everything, but glancing penalties 15%, miss chance around 6%, so you might have to go 7% hit as orc, as human, okay, with axes as orc, with swords, mace as human, okay. Anyways, so again, gloves, these, if you're not orc, not human, if you're human orc or you don't wanna buy edge masters, you're gonna have to go with Mr. Devilsaurs, okay. Actually, I'm gonna move this. Like here, I guess, somewhere like here. Probably gonna be a little bit scuffed, but you know. On the bar, I don't know. Does it look good? No, amount of buff, maybe like here. Yeah, I guess more or less like here it should be fine. Okay, yeah, so you want Devil Sword, right? If you don't have gold, you don't have anything, you cannot farm Angoro, then I would say these gloves, right? These gloves are not bad. Problem is last boss from UBRS, so it's LBRS, sorry, so it's kind of annoying, but you need at least one run so you can get your trinket, right? Your trinket from LBRS. You need this one run, so I guess it's okay. If it drops, if it doesn't drop, you're good with Skolo Blood Mail gloves. Again, Skolo means you farm a lot of previes there, so in the mini bosses there's the blood sorry, Blood Mail gloves. They're pretty similar, right? 1% crit, less strength, I guess. No, right? How many strength? It's actually the same amount of strength. So, from a PvE standpoint, Blood Mail gloves are pretty much the same stuff as River Claws, right? The only thing is they're not plate. Even could be better because you use probably 2 set and then you do 3 defense. But 3 defense, I guess, is not really relevant. Yes, I'm working on Lionheart. Thanks for the bait. Okay, so again, I kind of explained the gloves, right? Scolomans or Lower Blackrock Spire or BOE. So yeah, it's up to you. Belt, Onslaught Girdle, that's PvE. I got it the other day. Grudge me, haha. GG, XD. Okay. There's 2 belts you can get from dungeons. First one being Bergam Girdle, Upper Blackrock Spire, last boss. Again, you're gonna be in Upper Blackrock Spire, you're gonna be there all day, all night until you get your stuff. Like, I have a lot of Slash Plate, and most of my Slash Plate is not from leveling, is not from PvPing, is not from farming gold, but from being on Upper Blackrock Spire, okay? Being on Upper Blackrock Spire is most of my Slash Plate, and my Slash Plate right now is 20 days, 19 hours, okay? So, by the way, I leveled to 60 in 3 days, 3 days, 19 hours. I was the number 3rd guy to hit level 60 on a warrior. I guess that means something. I don't know. I don't know if I could be considered a good reference or not, but you know, I guess it's okay. Okay timer, right? 3 days, 19 hours. I don't think every single warrior can make that timer. Not even hunters can make the timer sometimes. Anyway, moving forward, yeah, this belt, you could get Bergam Girdle, 1% hit. You're always gonna be doing UBRS again because you want this belt, you want this ring, you probably wanna farm this sword if you're lucky, you want this shield, you want this chest or this chest if you're not lucky, right? You want to kill Drakisats for your trinket, blah blah blah. So go UBRS and farm it, okay? Another alternative would be 15 strength, 1% crit, which is from Lower Blackrock Spire quest, which I cannot get right now because Bijus, again, it's Bijus Belong. It's just like go Lower Blackrock Spire and you will see a goblin like on the right side near the trolls with a quest, right? That goblin is gonna tell you just like pick up some box, and then that's an alliance, right? You pick the box and then you go back to Maxwell and then you go back to the dungeon and kill a couple bosses. Ascort is even easier because you can just like pick it up on Kargath and just like kill a couple bosses and that's it. You get your belt, you're cool with it, right? 15 strength, 9 stamina, 1% crit, very good. If you're missing hit again, just take the Upper Blackrock Spire boss belt. Sorry, not Blackrock Depths, Upper Blackrock Spire, this belt. You should be good. Like, this is pretty much good for PvP, for PvE both. So yeah, again, like, just take it, it's fine. On the legs, again, like, I have a Black Dragon scale set, so I'm just doing Black Dragon scale set, right? But if you don't have Black Dragon scale set, what other legs would you use? The best choice you would take right now is these legs, like Cloudkeeper leg plates. you're never gonna replace those, the on-use effect, right? Right now I cannot use them because I rely on this for my 2% crit, so I'm not using them, right? But let's say the second I get rank, when I get rank 12, for example, I would not use this set, so I would use these legs, right? I would use these legs not all the time, only for the on-use effect. On-use effect is 100 attack power, 30-second duration, so pretty much you can just macro it with your Death Wish and just boom, man, just fucking boom with these legs, okay? It's a lot of attack power. It's like having another hunter in the group just doing 3 tower for you, so it's huge upgrade. Plus it's good stats, 20 strength, 20 agility, 20 stamina, and again, like, you can just like Edge Masters here, Cloudkeeper here, and then the boots, you could like put Blood Mail boots, and then on the shoulder you can put True Strike shoulder, right? You don't need Black Dragon scale set, you can just still like play with BOEs left and right. If you got gold, you know what's the deal. Okay, so yeah, if you don't have Black Dragon scale set or Cloudkeeper, then I would go with Devil Sword, right? Devil Sword 2 set, human, orc would be nice. If you don't wanna deal with Devil Sword, I believe Upper Blackrock Spire, the Beast, they are kinda poor, but from the PvE standpoint, they are not so bad. Like 1 crit, 1 hit, plus some agility, but they're kinda poor. Like they're like super low. The budget they're the budget Devil Sword essentially, right? So yeah, even with Edge Masters, I would rather use Devil Sword legs. Like even with Edge Master, I would put Devil Sword legs there, right? So whatever. So yeah, you would get those legs on the Beast, and then if you don't want those legs, you could go again Upper Blackrock Spire. This guy, it's pretty much just, if you do jet runs, it's very easy to get. Like just pull this guy. I will talk about this now, by the way. You could get these legs, 29 strength, pretty solid as well, right? But again, it's no hit, no crit, just straight attack power. It's a lot of attack power though, that's nice, and it's especially if you're Alliance, right? It's very nice, but also you wanna farm this boss if you're tanking because you want these boots, unless you can craft Black Dragon scale, right? You want these boots for fire resistance, or this belt for like tanking, AoE tanking, whatever. It's huge armor, scales with your talent, so just go ahead, take this. Or like again, your blacksmith, armor smith, go take your thing, right? So yeah, what else am I? Yeah, what am I? Yeah, we're talking about the legs, right? New addition would be, again, yeah, I forgot 2 things. First thing, the chest you could use also the Dire Maul North chest, right? Where is it? Dire Maul North chest on the chest when phase 2 hits, because this guide is meant to be like preparing as well for phase 2. So on the chest you will be using, where is the chest? It's in the chest, right? And the tribute, right? There it is. This chest, it's okay. This chest is pretty much same stats, but since you're Alliance, you will get more value from it, right? And you get some stamina as well. It's male, right? So it's essentially 2% crit, 8 strength, and some stamina. That chest is really, really good, right? You would use that. And then what else you would get? I don't think you get, yeah, the pants you would use, I think it's on West on the last boss, right? Yeah, but this is kinda annoying to farm. It's less strength. Okay, agility, I guess you get 1.5 crit, 15 strength. They're okay, I guess. But again, like, nothing beats Devil Sword 2 set. I guess you could use those with Edge Masters. But again, like, Black Dragon scale is just straight superior and way easier to farm than this, because this is last boss on Dire Maul West, one of the most cancerous dungeons in the game. There's so much annoying tries to deal with, and you believe me, you don't want to farm this place. Like, just don't want to farm this place at all, okay? Unless you really need the item, okay? Other things you could get from Dire Maul West, you could get the dagger Orphan. What is the dagger, dude? What is dagger, man? Oh yeah, these bracers are actually pretty good as well. Could be considered an alternative, but it's more like a rogue hunter type of thing. This dagger, super good as well. If you're dual wield tanking, super good. Main hand, all course, off hand. This one, you're just booming, man. You're actually booming on threat. Literally booming, man. And the benefit of this thing is that you don't need to equip Edge Masters. You can just go with tier 1 gloves and this dagger as off hand, and you're good to go, bro. You're actually good to go. And then you get 1% hit, right? So it's all in one kind of thing. Very good speed. You can use all course, main hand, distracting dagger off hand. Even arguably as like a DPS, you're playing improved cleave and you know how to play dagger DPS warrior, I guess I would say go for it as well. But again, it's a little bit complicated, so I'm not gonna go into it right now. I explained the specs, so we're just going with it. But again, this dagger is actually nice. As well, annoying to farm. Anything on this loot list is annoying to farm, and I don't recommend doing Dire Maul West outside the quest for whatever you need. If you need the helm or you need whatever, right? And then these, what would you get in here? I don't think you get anything important, like maybe the sword, right? You get there's braces with defense, but defense again is like completely irrelevant. Maybe these for nothing, man. Forget about it, okay? Completely forget about it. You don't want the warrior book on Dire Maul either, so. And then what else you could get as a belt? Dire Maul is, if you're like really lacking crit, you could get this belt. On that, I don't really recommend it, but it's Dire Maul West as well. The belt on Dire Maul West, you would get the Tenderis weapon, yeah. This one, if you're really low on crit, you could get that one, but you don't want to do the Bijou quest, you could do that one, but I don't really like it myself, so yeah. I don't think it's probably near to 2% crit, but that's the only thing you gain from it, right? So yeah, kinda poor, you know. Okay, then we're still with the legs. Now we go to the boots. First option, for me, I'm using Black Dragon Scale set. There's not very powerful boots, right? Oh yeah, by the way, for the legs enchant, 8 strength, again, kinda expensive, but you know, deal with it. It's the best slot enchant you can get for the PS warrior, so just deal with it. Boots, Black Dragon Scale boots, always boots, either minor speed or agility. If you are slow moving, if you don't know when to intercept, blah blah blah, just do minor speed. If you know how the pulse works in your guild, how everything works in your guild, just go agility, because you're gonna get pretty much almost half crit, like I don't know how much it is, like maybe 0.30 something % crit I'm getting just from this enchant, right? So it's good. I'm not using them for the attack power, I'm not using them for the stamina, I'm using them for the set bonus pretty much, right? Because the other part of the set would be the chest, right? So alternatively, you could get Black Dragon Scale chest and then just go with the Blood Mail boots. Blood Mail boots are pretty okay. You get 1 hit, 9 strength, 9 agility, they are pretty solid as well. Another alternative to those would drop in Scolomans, by the way, the mini bosses. Just again, you can just get full set of whatever you want, and you're gonna get good DPS gear. Okay, DPS gear, not super good, but okay DPS gear to go to pucks or to go to casual raids. Another item you could get for DPS, it's Wind River Greaves, also in Scolomans, but it's more like a hunter item, right? Still, it's pretty much equivalent to the bracers. Kirtonos, yeah. So these boots, 20 agility, 1 hit, pretty much 1 hit, 1 crit, right? It's pretty much like the bracers, 1 hit, 1 crit, right? So yeah, up to you. I prefer 1 hit, 9 strength, 9 agility. Up to you, boys. And then like those boots have no stamina whatsoever, so you know, you're already low on stamina. Just again, like one mistake and you're dead as a Fury warrior. I don't think there's interesting boots in Dire Maul. Don't think so. But yeah, another alternative is Battle Chaser. I think it's Battle Chaser Graves, if I'm not wrong. They're too expensive, man. I can't believe I bended them. Those boots are actually good if you got all your you don't want to play with Dragon Scale, but again, like these boots alone are probably more expensive than the whole Dragon Scale set, so up to you, dude. But these boots are actually technically better, right? Because they give you, you know, 28 attack power, 1.5, almost near to 1.75% crit. Some stamina, they are played, they are good. They are really, really good, but again, I would rather use Dragon Scale set until rank 12, pretty much. Sorry. Then going with the rings. I'm using 7% hit, so I guess I'm going with Pain Weaver Band. That's the Lucky Self ring, right? On Stratholm Undead. I mean, sorry. Upper Blackrock Spire, the Lucky Self ring, last boss again. You're gonna farm a lot of stuff in there, so just spam UBRS, you need it. And if you don't need it, you make gold with Titans, you make gold with selling stuff, you make gold skinning Dragon Scales, you make gold with anything. A lot of BOEs that only drop on Upper Blackrock Spire or Rage, like 4 stats, Chest Enchant, or like T-Boost, Blazing Longsword, Cloudkeeper Leg Plates, Alcor Sunraiser, stuff like that only drops in UBRS and Molten Core because it's level 60 plus mobs, and yeah, the only dungeon with 60 plus mobs besides some bosses in certain dungeons is UBRS. So yeah, just go ahead and just farm that place, man. It's always gonna drop something new, something cool, either greens of Shadow Breath, greens of like plus healing, good epics, Ethereum lock boxes which can have Lionheart patterns. There is no loss on doing UBRS at all. Flask recipe, previous gear, you can sell stuff, you can skin the beast, get pristine hide of the beast, can do a lot of things with UBRS. So anyways, ring, UBRS, 1% crit. The second one, Magnus Wheel, you're doing BRD, Save the Princess quest. Pretty much, I think it starts in Ironforge, I don't remember, dude. I think it starts in Ironforge. You go to map doesn't work. It starts in Ironforge in the throne, right, like here, and then it sends you to like Burning Steps. You just like go to the Ruins of Thaurissan, just pick up some, you know, inspection ruins and go back to Ironforge, and then you're gonna have to go back to BRD, do some like, just try to pair this quest with the Onyxia Attunement quest if you're your alliance, right? So you're going to Attunement quest and pair that quest with the Martial Windshort Escort, because you're gonna have to open the prison for like BRD Saving Princess quest, and you're gonna have to open the prison for Onyxia Attunement quest. So yeah, pretty much UBRS is your second home, right? It's pretty much most of my playtime is spent on UBRS, so yeah. Just go there, do your quest, whatever, and then you go BRD, open the doors, blah blah blah, you go back to Ironforge, turn the quest, go Stormwind, turn the quest, go back to BRD, save the princess, and then you will get this ring, right? So it's cool, very good for Fury Warrior, like again, strength, crit is pretty much ideal, right? But again, if you need feet, then you want the Blackstone Ring, Maraudon, Hunters, Shadow Priest, any range class can farm it pretty much. If you're a warrior, I don't recommend you to go farm it, just like pay some guy 20 gold or 25 gold, whatever is the cost. A lot of people is announcing in World Chat like want to sell Maraudon Ring for 20 gold. It's very easy to farm, and then just pay, man. Just farm 20 gold and pay. It's worth your time. Like your time is more worth doing other stuff than just like doing a 5-man Maraudon and carrying them and just losing the roll to just some random 45 rogue. Okay, just do it. That's it. This ring is not available for Horde, so again, Blackstone Ring. Oh, I don't think there's any other alternative regarding to rings. I mean, there's some Stratholm quest ring that gives you 1% crit. It's an okay choice as well. But Blackstone ring is pretty much the stuff you want. I don't think there's anything else, right? Maybe Ring of the Tiger. Green Ring of the Tiger is not so bad. as well. If you're hit capped and you want ring of the tiger, is not so bad. Like gear of the tiger, if you're hit capped, is actually not so bad. It's pretty much similar to previous, but with no stamina again. So up to you. Black Hand's Breath, you go to lower Blackrock Spire, kill General Dalak, over lower Wield Dalak, last boss. He drops a note. It's pretty much you pick up the quest, you just go kill the last boss in upper Blackrock Spire, and you get this. Okay, easy quest, easy pickup. Best is not trinket. You're not gonna replace that for a big while, so you're gonna use it for PvP, for PvE, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, we're talking about Dire Maul as well. Tribute rings. Okay, Dire Maul tribute rings. You're gonna have a lot of competition with that, but again, the item is good because it's almost one hit, one crit from tribute chest. There it is. 15 agility, one hit. It's again almost one hit, one crit, right? So those rings are actually good, even for tank, even for rogue, for feral druid, for hunter, for red paladin, any class that needs hit. I'm gonna want this item. Okay, at least one item, one ring, if not two, right? I would even say Blackstone. This ring is even better than Blackstone ring because right now you probably want to get like crit, close to crit cap, just to get like your flurry proc uptime, like almost 100%, 60%, 70% uptime on your tribute ring. Thanks, by the way, chat, for the reminder. What else you could get? I don't think you can get like anything else like from tribute. Interesting. The helm from the quest, from Diamond West quest. I don't think it's even here, right? I can't even show it. The quest. It's like something like 21 agility, 1% crit. But again, you kind of want Lionheart, so forget about it. There's not much else on Dire Maul for you at all. Yeah, the bow, but we're gonna go with the bow later. Trinket number 2, Hand of Justice, right? You can just do BRD. You can do this kind of runs, like quick runs, which is Arena into General Anger Forge into Golem Lord, right? So you can just play you plus a healer plus a caster guy, right? The caster needs the belt and Omnicast boots. The healer needs Omnicast boots and the trinket, and then you need this, right? The Hand of Justice. And then on top of that, it's okay gold generation if you manage to like press it on the misclick, quote unquote misclick on the axe from Anger Forge, like probably 4 or 5 gold, right? You misclick, you earn 5 gold for free, Bender gold, XD. This chest is actually okay for tanking, not so bad, like pretty good stats, even good for PvP, right? Pretty solid. Same this thing, like just misclick. Thanks for the trade, I guess. Just misclick it and just bender it again. If you're a melee guy, if you're a warrior, dude, you're a tank, just misclick everything, dude. Just misclick everything, press need. I need it for weapon skill. I need to fight against rogues. I need because the proc is insane. I need because I heard it on Kadet video. I need because I saw it on Among stream. I need because my dog is on fire and I have to go to the hospital, dude. I don't care. Put any excuse. Need. You're the class that needs more gold. Just need and bender and fuck you healers. Fuck you casters. You have way better gold generation than warriors do, so learn to play. Okay? It is what it is, man. That's the way I look at it. That's how I did it. That's how I got my epic mount. That's how I got my everything, right? Of course I farmed Devil Swords, blah blah blah. But it is the way it is, dude. You can see these, okay, like, again, Lionheart Helm, 2k gold right now, Epic Mount, 1k gold, Black Dragon Scale, 100 gold per piece, what else, Edge Master, 600 gold minimum, Cloud Keeper, 800 gold, I bought like 3-4 weeks ago, right now it's like 1.5k gold, it's just out of hand, dude. It's out of hand. Like Devil Sword, 500 gold, probably 450 gold, you know, and so on. Like if you need BOE weapons, you need axe of the big boots, boom, that's another 200 gold. You need flurry axe, that's another 150 gold gone. You need alcors, that's another 400 gold gone. You need black skull shield, that's another 200 gold gone, or 300 gold gone, plus consumes. I'm just talking about gear, imagine consumes, right? So again, fuck you healers, fuck you casters, fuck you everything, fuck you hunters, you know. Just press need, I don't care. Like, again, just make sure you don't just press need and don't say anything. Just press need and say, oh, it's good versus rogues. Like, for example, classic example of it's good versus rogues or it's good versus mages, right? How do I play that? You know, that meme, right? You're doing, for example, BRD, right? And then you're going, what's the name? Okay, let's not say BRD. Let's say again something I know, right? This thing slows target and puts something and reduces casting speed and attack speed. That's, for me, that's an easy need with an easy excuse of PvP versus mages, that because you can slow their cast speed, for example, right? Or like versus other warriors because you can slow their attack speed, right? That's super easy excuse. Or again, what are we talking about? Like, there's a million items with this kind of procs, like Skullmans. Oh, this sword, what is the silencer? Silent Fang, 1.6 attack speed sword. It looks super cool, right? So you want it because it looks super cool anyways, right? Silences for 6 seconds, 1.6 attack speed, and it's actually okay main hand, as tank, okay main hand, and very good for like dungeons. So just press need and put any excuse you want. Like you can say it's good for tanking dungeons, it's good for PvP, it's good main hand for dual wield tanking, it looks cool, it silences casters. 5 excuses to press need on a 6 gold vendor item. Okay, just do it. So just do it. Nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody's gonna complain because you are the tank. Just and okay, that's it. Anyway, moving on. We did the trinkets, yeah, on Horde. You get the Rune of the Guard Captain. Rune of the Guard Captain you get from doing Hinterlands elite quests. It's 20 attack power, 1% hit. Again, you don't really need the hit at this point in the game because we're just working with the Edge Masters and blah blah blah. But again, if you need the hit, just use it. Else, those 2 trinkets are the best in slot you want. Okay. Going into weapons. Okay. If you're not orc, I would recommend Dalren's set. Guess where it drops, boys? And it's gonna be UBRS again. Let's fucking go. You're gonna do Gent Rend a lot because Jet, you can just get this thing, right, for the casters healers, they need it, so you can get them into the group, and then you do Rend, right? On Rend, what do you get? You get this, you get that. This has kind of low drop rate. I did a lot of runs for Carapace and UBRS, this thing that drops from Gift, right? So, by the way, Gift also drops Gift Skull. You want this Gift Skull of fire resistance for tanking, but that's another story, right? Anyways, you want Gift Skull. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going. You want, again, from Rend as well, you want the shoulders. You want Shoulders of Valor for PvP, for tanking, I guess. You want double Dalrens. You want this because it's good for PvP. You know what I mean, right? It's good for PvP and also very good for vendor. 7 gold, 43 silver, man. I would press need on that anytime. And the proc is actually good though. The proc is actually very good. It scales with any percentage stuff that you got, like from talents and rage, 200 spec, blah blah blah. Okay. The only thing is like it can also crit. I crit with this polearm with 900. Like the proc from this polearm crit for 900. It was crazy, right? You could probably crit it for even more than that. Anyways, Moving on, yeah, Dalrens. If you don't have Dalrens, go Maraudon. You buy a Princess Run, kill Princess, get Trash Blade, and offhand you get Mira Song from Skullman, just Skullman's Quest, whatever. Just do it, right? Mira Song and Trash Blade, pretty good. Trash Blade is not no crit, but like not as a main hand, right? But Trash Blade, it gives you like extra attack, so it's cool. Iron Foe, only if you're human. I wouldn't farm Iron Foe if you're not human. Even if you're human, the proc is kinda low. Fell Striker, I did 253 runs, I saw 2 Fell Strikers, so if you wanna farm Fell Striker, and you know, I saw 2 Fell Striker in 253 runs, up to you. That's what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much it for like non-orc, right? You can buy, if you CBA with doing farming, then you could buy Mass of McGowan. It's kind of expensive, but again, it's pretty good main hand as human, right? You're gonna have rogues buying it as well, so it's kind of expensive usually. If you don't want this, then you can do Crawlblade. Also kind of expensive, right? But 1% crit, pretty good damage, 2.8 speed. Third alternative, which is kind of underrated, Sword of Zeal. Okay, I would even buy it right now. I would even flip it myself. Right now I'm doing this video, I kind of want to flip it myself because this proc just makes the sword 10 times better than it looks like. But it works on rogues and it works on warriors, right? It's 10 extra physical damage every hit on everything, so essentially it's 10 extra DPS, right? 10 extra DPS while the proc's up. The proc's always up, so essentially it's 10 extra DPS. The weapon is OP. Go buy it in auction house. I mean, I should buy it right now and flip it, but I have 380 gold, 382 gold on this character. So I mean, I could buy it on my alt and flip it, but I don't care, dude. I'm done with my previous on my warrior, so I'm not caring about anything else. I'm gonna farm gold my other way. I would buy this if I didn't wanna farm Dalrens. I would buy this every day. Okay, it's the only main hand. You cannot buy 2. You cannot buy 1. So yeah, get this one and then just get some Mira Song, main hand Sword of Zeal, offhand Mira Song. You probably can out DPS. I'm not even kidding. You can probably out DPS Dalrens guy with these 2 weapons. Very, very solid choice. As a rogue, as a warrior, very solid choice. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's many more choices, many more options at all. Until, I mean, Dire Maul, you don't get very good weapons on Dire Maul, do you? People said Quetzalcoatl main hand. I don't like it. It's 2.0 attack speed. So yeah, I don't really recommend that. Regarding orc access, you want Axe of the Deep Woods main hand. On the offhand, people say Flurry Axe, but the thing that happens with Flurry Axe, Axe of the Deep Woods main hand as orc, pretty much your best in slot, right? You're often, people say Flurry Axe because of the proc, but the problem on this axe, besides it being only level 42 axe with shit DPS, it's 1 extra attack on the next swing, which is fine, right? But the problem is you cannot use Sharpening Stone on it, Elemental Sharpening Stone. You kinda want to use Elemental Sharpening Stone on main hand, on offhand, and it requires level 50 weapon to be used, right? So yeah, I don't recommend that if you want an offhand axe. I would say any axe, to be honest, but if something Stratholm Undead, there is a Maleki the Pilot, I believe it's called, Stratholm. There it is, Maleki the Pilot, there it is. You want 2 of those if you're dual wield tanking as orc, right? I mean, dual wield tanking in general as well. Just you want 2 of those. It's really good. Like, it's the perfect dual wield tanking stats: agility, stamina, low attack speed, pretty good DPS. and arguably good offhand as Orc as well, right? So up to you. Main hand, Flurry Axe, Axe to the Woods, offhand, Bone Slicing Hatchet, or you could wait for Dire Maul, and then on Dire Maul you also get on North on the first boss, I believe it is. Like on the mini bosses, pretty much, right? Those kind of can drop the axe, right? It's called Head Scutter, 5 strength, 12 stamina, but it's actually less damage than the other, so I would go with the other. Regarding 200 Fury, it's kinda something that goes kinda Horde only. I would arguably say Orc only, not Horde only, but Orc only, because of the axe skill, right? But again, like, I guess if you are a 200 Fury, you need to go 9% hit, unless you're Orc you need to go 6% hit, right? Up to you. That's why I say Orc only, because 3% more hit is like pretty much 3% less speed you will get, or like I don't know, 100 attack power less you will get, because you're gonna have to put hit on your items, right? What axe do you want as Orc? You can go get the best in slot you can get right now from Arcanite Reaper, but again, it's probably not for sale right now. Why is it not for sale? Okay, because these plans, they require 20 Arcanite bars. Okay, what does 20 Arcanite bars mean? Here I can see Arcanite bar, boom, 35 Arcanite bar. The cheapest Arcanite bar right now is 57 gold on my server, probably in your server too, probably on anybody's server right now, unless it's a dead server where mining nodes are free. It's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be expensive as stuff, okay? It's probably gonna be 20 of those. That's probably gonna be at least 1.2k, 1.3k gold, 1.4k gold. You're gonna have to pay for the craft. So if you're rich and you're an owner, yeah, just go for a Kadet Reaper. Very good 200 DPS. Also very good for PvP, right? So a Kadet Reaper is the way to go. If not a Kadet Reaper, what do you want? You want Dreadforce Retaliator from BRD, what is the BRD? Blackrock Depths, please, thank you. No, not this one. Blackrock Depths, the last boss, he drops the axe, Dreadforce Retaliator, pretty solid choice, right? It's also 1% crit, 30 attack power, pretty solid choice. What can I say about this one? Like, again, it's less damage than Arcanite Reaper, of course, but it's not costing 1.4k gold to make, it's only just going BRD and farming it. So yeah, just go get it. Try to get it. If you don't want this one, then you're gonna go with lower Blackrock Spire. Rare, it's a rare guy. It drops Blackrock Slicer. It was called with another name back in the day. I'm not gonna XD. Not gonna say the name. Come on, music, can you play? Thank you. I'm not liking this music at all, man. But I guess whatever, dude. Blackrock Slicer, I guess it's good background music. Blackrock Slicer, pretty solid choice. The proc is not the main reason. It's low priority proc, so it's whatever, right? It's okay as 200 DPS on Horde. If you don't want any of those, if you don't like to play with Axes for whatever reason, then you could play with Squirts. You could go Stratform, and then you could get this guy. I mean, it's Baron Riven as well, but again, it's like hard to get. You could go. Where is the other guy? Balnazar. That's my PvP sword, right? Demon Shear, pretty solid choice as well. But yeah, I don't really recommend that. So I just go with Axes. Arcanite Reaper. If you're gonna get Arcanite Reaper, you just get Dreadforce Retaliator. If you're gonna get Dreadforce Retaliator, Dreadforce Retaliator, just go for the Blackrock Slicer. Pretty easy, straightforward choice. And yeah, the bow right now, best in slot phase 1, Black Crow. If you're watching this video and it's very soon, so and you don't have it, just don't bother with it. Just wait few days. Dire Maul release is coming soon. You will get this one. This is a pain in the ass to farm. It's doing 72 runs to farm, same as Hodge. So unlucky, dude. Just it's cancerous to farm, so just, yeah, avoid farming this one right now. It's way better, just go Dire Maul. It's gonna release, like, again, 2-3 days, it's gonna release this one. It's gonna go east, right, and you get it from the Satyr bow, boom, 3 agility. I thought it was meant to be 7 agility, but I guess it's 3 agility, so I actually not gonna have to farm it. Nice. I think it was 7 agility, so I guess it's 3 agility, whatever. Same stats, you see 3 agility, 1 hit, 3 agility, 1 hit. Same thing, so no problem for you. How much runs for Demon Shield? I did like 45 runs or something like that. Kinda, I mean, it depends on the luck. I have very bad luck doing my previous, you might have better luck. Never know, dude. Yeah, what else? On the shield, okay, we have 2 choices. If you have money, buy Black Skull shield. I don't know how much it is. I have one, it dropped for me, so yeah. Black Skull. No, not Black Skull. What's the name? Skull Flame, sorry. No, not on the auction house. It's around 250 gold, 300 gold. A shield. You need shield even if you're Fury DPS. Just for the fact that you might be half tanking something, off tanking something. Tank dies, you pick up something with shield wall, right? You need shield always, no matter what. Tanking dungeons, using shield wall, whatever. Like, you need shield. Don't say, oh, I'm Fury, I'm DPS. No, you always need shield in your bags, okay? No matter what, need shield in your bags. By the way, for weapons, enchant, Crusader. Crusader is the way to go. There's no, I don't want memes with like 15 strength on offhand. No. Crusader, okay? No other enchant, no demon slaying, no beast slaying, no elemental slayer, Crusader. That's the way to go. Expensive, yes, but it's the way to go. Unlucky, okay? Just farm Stratholm Life, you get orbs. Again, just do the tank prio thing, looking for men, Stratholm Life, first orb for the tank, okay? And then you like instantly snatch the first orb and instantly you have 20 gold in your pocket before even starting the run, okay? And people will join, because the hardest part to find Stratholm Life is actually a tank. So if you're a tank, you reserve the first orb for you, and then you make round robin, and then you maybe get second orb using 1 run, 2 orbs, boom, easy money, 40 gold, you know, 20 gold orb, easy money. You need it for enchant, sure, get it for your enchant. You need it for gold, get it for gold. Stratholm Living is very good place. For shield, yeah, you want Draconian Deflector, Upper Blackrock Spire, Last Boss, General Drakisas. Pretty solid choice, right? Stamina, fire resistance, defense. Defense is kind of whatever, but it's more stamina, the block value you get, and the fire resistance is pretty cool, right? If you have gold and you don't want to go Upper Blackrock Spire, you just get this Skull Flame Shield. You're lucky like me as well, you get Skull Flame Shield, right? Fire resistance, cool procs like AoE Flame Strike or like Stealing Life, whatever. It's technically more threat, because if it procs, you're making more threat as a tank with the shield. So yeah, I like it as well. And it has more armor. I think it has like maybe 1 more block. Now it has same block value, it just has 100 more armor. It doesn't have many stamina, but you know, 10 stamina less, 10 stamina more, whatever, who cares. Enchant on the shield, always 7 stamina. Shield Spike, Mithril or Thorium, whatever shield spike you're using, you're only using those on AoE tanking shields, okay? AoE tanking shields is only the engineering shield and maybe the Ramstein shield, but it's Ramstein shield is kind of, I don't know, man, like Stratholm, Ramstein, right? This shield, every time you block, you deal damage. I guess it's okay, right? And then if you put a shield spike on top of it, every time you block, you're not gonna do that damage, but another extra spike shield damage. If not, another tanking shield, which also gonna be very expensive because Arcanite bars are expensive, and essence of whatever. Right now, any essence is expensive, very expensive, so I don't recommend buying it, especially because you don't need it until Black Glare, right? That shield is good stamina, good block, and then insane AoE tanking stats. I would even say it's best in slot for single target tanking, because it's the only shield that by default makes threat, because it just, yeah, it's just good. It's not every chance on block, it's just every time it blocks, it does AoE threat, right? The only problem, you might have to get 2 shields of those, because it every time you do, you block with a shield, you lose 1 durability, right? So just 100 blocks, you break the shield, you gonna need a second shield to, like, you know, not lose it, because if you have your shield has 0 durability, essentially it has 0 armor, essentially you're not using shield, you're not blocking, you're just taking damage like an idiot, right? So 2 shields, and again this shield 6 Arcanite bar, so essentially right now would be almost 400 gold plus 2 Arcanite converters, that's again 2 Arcanite bars, so that's another 120 gold that you need to add, so 600 gold maybe, plus Essence of Air, 8 of them, that's 20 golden essence, that's probably 140 gold more, that's 12 freaking essences, that's like 10 gold each, 120 gold more, 8 Essence of Earth, 20 gold each, 160 gold. You say it, probably 1k gold per shield. Thank you Blizzard for layering, thank you Blizzard for no dynamic response, that's what you got right now. Unlucky. I mean, it is what it is. I know a friend from Salad Bakers, he got the pattern, he hasn't got a single shield since he got the pattern, a single shield, and he's the only guy in the server with the pattern, dude. And he didn't have a single shield because nobody can be asked to buy the materials for the shield because they are too expensive, because again Blizzard prefers layering over dynamic response, and any material that you can farm in the open world is impossible to farm or very low drop chance to farm, so without dynamic response it's even harder, right? Unless you're doing it at 3 AM, 4 AM, then maybe you have a chance, but again, who has no life to farm at 3 AM, 4 AM? Couple idiots, that's it. And that's pretty much all the pre-raid besting slot. I don't think I'm missing anything, right? Going on for tanking gear, I would say just you don't care about defense at all, right? I would go, it's same as a PvP gear, right? So just take a look on the PvP gear. I'm just gonna go quick run on the PvP gear. You don't really watch, you don't really want defense on your gear at all for tanking. Again, defense is just gonna gimp you. As gimp, I mean like just lower your regeneration, lower your threat. You're not taking damage on classic values as seen for today, 11 October 2019 at 17:36. I've been 1 hour doing this video already, what the fuck. Anyway, helm, I had Helm of Valor. You could like take tiers, I mean you could tier 1 helm, tier 1 helm, tier 2 helm, tier 2 helm, right? Sure, get it. If not, just Helm of Valor is pretty solid choice. Lionheart helm is good. Any plate helm with like good stats, pretty good, right? I would even say Helm of Narv is okay, like stamina, agility, right? That's pretty much what you want when you're dual wield tanking. When you're tanking, you just want stamina, agility. You don't care about strength at all, okay? You don't care about strength at all. You just want stamina, agility. Okay, this is pretty cheap helm, I would say. Very good stats. Just go get it. Lot of HP. Pretty solid, right? I would even say it's very good for leveling as a hunter, as a warrior, as a paladin even, right? If you're like leveling, questing on dungeons, whatever, and killing mobs, etc., grinding. Neck, if you're the main tank, you're gonna get this neck. If you're not the main tank, you can get the UBRS neck. It has okay stats. Dungeons, Blackrock Spire, again Blackrock Spire, dude, you're living in there, dude, you're gonna be living in there for a while, like it's your second home, dude. Upper Blackrock Spire, this guy, Ember Fury Talisman, fire resistance, stamina, 1 crit, very cool stats. I'm gonna respond to chat once I finish the video, sorry. But yeah, again, like if you're the main tank or you're a tank, you're gonna get Oni neck very soon. You don't want the trinket from Onyxia. Please do not take the trinket from Onyxia. It's actually a waste, okay? Take the neck, you need the hit, you want the hit, you want the agility. It's beautiful neck for tanking as well. On the shoulders, you want Shoulders of Valor. I don't think there's any other shoulder right now that you could use. I mean, I'm actually discarding all the shoulders with defense, I guess. I mean, yeah, you could get like some shoulders in Dire Maul has defense, or like some Skullman shoulders with defense, or some shoulders in Stratcom with defense. But again, Valor, UVRS, most solid choice, this one, right? Yeah, I mean, not Ren, sorry. Spotters of Valor, very easy to farm, very good stats, strength, agility, stamina, beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. Plus the Chew set gives you armor, so it's actually even better for tanking, right? Cloak, this one from Stratholm Undead, rare spawn, kinda hard to farm. Again, it's for PvP, so I kinda made a video for PvP and just like going really quick. Stratholm Undead, easy to find, you can just do find a healer, get it, rare spawn, unlucky. Chest, this one is probably the best for tanking. You could arguably, this is one for, again, like, go get this guy, then, you know, it took me 253 runs, so I'm not recommending to farm it if you don't have time. If you have time and you're lucky, you can get it, maybe, you never know, right? If not this chest, then this chest, if this chest from Arena, right? Again, 161 runs, also very lucky to, for me to farm. If not any of those, just get any chest, dude. You get Royal Decorated Armor from BRD. When you're farming Hodge, you can get Royal Decorated Armor. It's male, yeah, but it has a lot of stamina, strength, agility, right? Or you could get Anuxia, because you're gonna be farming the Saboteur chain as well, right? So Anuxia, this Carapace, this chest is actually very solid, right? If not this chest, then also one of the best chests you can get, it's Upper Blackrock Spire, Last Boss, Breastplate of Valor, pretty solid choice as well, right? And you could maybe even get up to 4 sets, right? With like Breastplate of Valor here, and then maybe Legs Blades of Valor in here. I don't have them, do I? I have them on my bank with 100 HP enchant. Anyways, for tank, get Agility on here, Fire Resistances on here, HP on here, agility, I said, yeah, agility here, HP or 4 stats, depending on what you prefer. I prefer HP for like fights where I need the HP, and then crit where I need 4 stats. I want more crit, I want more threat, and I want this, right? 4 stats. Bracers, I have Bracers of Might, but if you don't have Bracers of Might, you could get, you actually need the hit, right? So Battle Bomb Balance Bracers with 9 stamina. Again, UVRS, Rend, Warchief Rend, there it is, boom, Battle Bomb Braces. You will see it when you're farming your stuff, so just go get them. You put 9 stamina on them, you get the second pair for strength, for you have the DPS, right? On gloves, River Claws, very good. If no River Claws, you're doing Skullomans, right? You will get this one. Eventually, you're spamming Skullomans, you can just get full defense set, full plate, full defense set, which is pretty fine for everything, right? So if you don't have any tank gear, just go Skullomans, spam Skullomans, get full Deathbone with like these gloves or Deathbone gloves, whatever. Pretty solid as well, right? But again, River Claws, last boss on lower Blackrock Spire. You will do it for the quest, so it's whatever, right? Wintalak, it drops this one, so it's cool. Belt, I have Onslaught Girdle. You don't have Onslaught Girdle because I'm special. I got these from Ragnaros. You would go to, again, Upper Blackrock Spire, boom, General Drakisas. You get this belt, 1% hit, 15 strength, 16 stamina, good armor. Sorry, this one, right? Yeah, if not, you do the lower Blackrock Spire quest. Whether it's Alliance or Escort, you can do it like Bijou or Kalgath, you get it in Kalgath, or in Bijou Belongings inside UBR, lower Blackrock Spire as Alliance. Easy. Legs, these ones are the best. If not these ones, I would take Valor, right? Valor from, again, Stratholm Undead. So I have to go in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna finish this real quick. Stratholm Undead, Baron Rivender, Black Blades of Valor, pretty sick, right? And then you get 4 set, more threat, more attack power, but whatever. You put 100 stamina, 100 strength, 100 HP on them. If not these legs, then these legs, the Paladin legs, I guess they are fine. If not those two, one of those two, then I guess you can get the budget legs from like Ram Bloodhound in here. Those legs pretty solid as well. If not those legs, Dire Maul West, Eldritch reinforced. It's gonna Dire Maul is coming up very soon, so last boss we got Eldritch reinforced leg plates. Those legs are also pretty solid. Plates, stamina, everything you want, agility, pretty solid as well. But again, you want Cloud Keepers with 100 HP enchant on them. On the boots, I like to have heat because you need heat for tank as well. You want to have like around 5-6% heat, right? I would even say you probably would use like Edge Masters or whatever. Heat on these, on the boots, Blood Mail boots, Skullomans, mini bosses. If you don't want heat, then you can get like Boots of Valor, right? Again, Skullomans, Kirtonos the Herald, or like Cannoneer boots on Stratholm Living, or like there's a couple boots you can get somewhere, right? On the rings, you want Blackstone Ring for tanking because you want the heat, right? In the case you die mouse up, then you wanna go to the tribute run, and then you're gonna take this little ring. Where's the ring, dude? This ring, no stamina, no problem. You get agility, which means dodge and crit, and also heat. So it's huge for you. You're sacrificing stamina for heat, crit, and dodge. So it's fine. Okay, don't panic. It's fine. It's a good tank ring. Okay, and if not a good tank ring, it's a good bender ring. I don't care. Just ninja it, dude. Simple. 3 gold bender, dude. Easy epic mod right there, dude. Myrmidon Signet, very good choice as well if you're hit capped. It's 100 gold in the action house, something like that, right? But 200 gold, whatever, just ninja some Dire Maul stuff, ninja something and bender that, buy your Myrmidon Signet, whatever. Then what else? Other alternatives, maybe black. I'm in a hurry, so I have to go soon. So, Nagel Ring, AoE tanking, I guess it's okay from BRD, like the 3 defense and stamina, 3 arcane reflection damage. It's okay. You're gonna get it eventually when you're getting your Hand of Justice or when you're getting your BRD chest. So, Nagel Ring is okay, I guess. But again, defense is kind of gimping you. It's kind of lowering your capabilities of threat and tanking. Like tanking is in 2019, tanking is not about not taking damage, it's about taking damage and making threats so other people can push more their own damage, right? This ring again, like it's okay I guess for AoE tanking, that's it, nothing else. Trinkets, you want this and that, there's no other choice. Quest, lower Blackrock Spire into Blackrock Spire, just do 2 runs, you will get it. This one again, if you're doing BRD Arena plus Anger Forge plus the other thing, you will get it. BRD Arena, Anger Forge, and Golem Lord, you will get it, right? You get Hand of Justice, you will get blah blah blah, you get everything, right? Bow, crossbow, this is lower Blackrock Spire. If you don't want to farm this, you just wait for Dire Maul to release, then go Dire Maul East and go get this bow, which is essentially the same stats but way easier to farm. Weapons, just do the same as I did with the DPS. Maybe try to get faster weapon speeds, but then if you wanna go mid-maxing stuff, Alcor 600 gold on my server, right? And then you want on offhand, you would want this one. Dire Maul West, very cancerous to farm as well, this one. This typing dagger, so these 2 weapons, main hand offhand, you'll be dumping rage a lot, you will be never having threat problems at all, whatsoever, right? But again, fast weapon speed is only for like huge threat fights where you have thousand million rage. It's good. Having a slow weapon speed is fine, right? If you are orc, you can go with double bone slashing hatchet from Stratholm Undead, or 1 bone slashing hatchet and shield, right? From Stratholm Undead, which Maleki, right? This guy, agility, stamina, pretty good stats, pretty good speed, good for dumping rage. You can even use 2, 1 main hand, 1 offhand, you know. Dual Wield tanking, Prot tanking, same thing for the weapon, right? As your orc, you're using that, very good. If you're not orc, again with the daggers, I told you, like You could use the thing I told you right now, the Alcors and the Orphan, the Starting Dagger is pretty solid choice as well. If you know, you can use Edge Master as well. You could use Edge Masters, and then you can use any weapon you want. If you're human, you want for dual wield tanking, you could want on the next patch you would use Kelserar, and then some fast weapon like Mira Song, for example. Mira Song for maintenance as tanking as well. Kelserar for maintenance tanking. It's gonna cost about 300-400 gold, I predict. I don't know. Okay, but again, Kelserar, it could drop from any book. This book, just buy this book, and then you got Kelserar. Just go on XA, get the weapon. Cool, right? It's also a cool weapon, right? It's very, very cool weapon. It just has a green glow. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a green glow, so yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's no... like the shield again, Draconian Deflector, Blackstone Shield, Skull Flame Shield, Black Draconian Deflector, or the Engineering Shield, but that's if you're engineer and you are rich as fuck. So that's pretty much it, okay? There's no... I know this was kinda long video, but I wanted everybody to see every possibility. I would like to go on the upgrades real quick, but I don't have time. I have to go to work. Like, I was meant to like take maybe half an hour for this video, and it's been 1 hour and a half, so I might be doing something wrong. I might be stupid. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah. Any questions, just contact me on Discord. Just type exclamation Discord on my stream. I'm gonna read chat once I finish this guide, and I'm gonna respond real quick. I'm gonna close stream. I'm gonna go to work. Yeah, just, you know, make sure, like, I don't know, I guess I'm doing this for the YouTube video. Make sure, like, to drop a follow or to subscribe if you like the content, or like to thumbs up or whatever, right? And I appreciate that always, but if you don't do it. Just dislike, I don't care, dude. Just do whatever you want, honestly. And then if you're on stream, then, like, I don't know, follow. So I don't know, I don't care. I'm just streaming for fun, to be honest. Anyway, I'm making videos for fun, and more than for fun is just to not see people with the wrong gear, claiming the wrong things, making the wrong guides, because that stuff just triggers me so much, man. It triggers me so much, I just CVA with it. So I made the guide myself. I know it from my experience, from all my years from playing, so I have no problems with it. And if people copies me, you're doing good. If you're copying Asmongold, if you're copying, I don't know, random guy who claims to be god at the game X, right, that has 2,000 million views on 2,000 million videos because he does a guide with cool animations, sure, do it. But my guide, it has important things, the necessary things, okay? So just go ahead and copy my stuff. Anyways, I have to go. Thanks for watching. Have a nice afternoon. I will be back later, and bye bye, guys. Yeah, and I will close the video now. So let me read these things, the chat, real quick. I have to go. So good to see you here. Thanks, Demon Slaying PogChamp. How much runs for Demons here? 45 runs. What do you think on 200 and Horde? I think I responded that. Crawl rate is good, yes. Fucking legend, Kadet, thanks. Yeah, we'll be on Hunter. When I get back, I will be on Hunter. Yes, I need to finish my Hunter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I really need to go, man. I'm gonna be late. I have to run to work right now. I have to be in 8 minutes. I have to be in there. So, anyways, yeah. Putting the things on, and I'm gonna close the stream soon. And this fruit, always eat fruit, remember, eat fruit, 5 pieces of fruit a day. never forget, eat fruit, man. It's very important to eat fruit, else you're gonna be unhealthy and it's bad for you and your health. Yeah, best in slot consumable, exactly. Anyways, have a nice afternoon. I will be back after work, aka